Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anisa, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell. And for today's video, I'm going to be doing a encapsulated flower set. I hope you enjoy. So right now all I'm doing is using a panna. I think this is a 2x 5-in-1 drill bit, and I'm removing her previous gel polish. You guys have seen this in a previous video. If you have not, I will leave the link in the cards. After I'm done with removing all of her polish, I'm going to be prepping her nails. And right now I'm using a cuticle bit, and I'm showing her what I'm doing and what it's doing to her skin. It's pushing it up as well as removing anything that needs to be buffed away. I do go in forward and reverse. If you do use this bit, please remember to keep it on the skin for the most part and not really on the actual nail. And here I am flipping it into reverse and doing the same thing, and as you can see, it's just getting up even more skin, and she doesn't really have like any cuticle to nip, so this bit is really perfect for this. Now I'm going in with a 180 grit sanding band, and this is from Nightly Cremona. Everything I have a link to be linked to down below in the description, by the way. And yes, all I'm doing is removing the shine and going around the cuticle area again, and I don't want to leave any spots of shine left. I also clipped down her nails, some of them were a little bit longer with the scissors, and I also went in with the mandrel bit just a little bit to remove some of her length as well. And after this, I will be gluing on her tips. So now I'm going in with the 876 nails, coffin tips, and I'm using KDS glue to glue them on. And that little black flower thing is a glue holder. It's from Luhzar, and I love it. And all I'm doing is making sure the nails fit from sidewall to sidewall, and then I'm gluing them on. And I'm pretty sure this is where I got my finger stuck again, y'all. This keeps happening to me. I tell you, this happens literally all the time, but I really want to make sure the nails were straight. So the way I get it off is I just pour some acetone on top, and then the glue melts instantly. And yes, make sure you do not use a lot of acetone because you will melt the tips. Now I'm going in with the tip cutters and some magnets, and I bought these magnets off of Amazon, the tip cutters too. And all you do is you get the magnets and you put how many ever you want on there. I used 3, and that got us this length. She has very long nail beds. Of course, each nail bed length is going to have a different use, like a different amount of magnets, so just be careful of that. But we really like this length, and it was very easy to make sure everything was nice and even. And now I'm going in with a 180 grit nail file from Nail Like Lucy, and I'm making sure that there's no excess tip hanging over on the sides, and part of the wings that stick out, I'm filing that away right now, as well as making sure the tips are nice and square and like perfect with her nail. And now I'm just going in and making sure the tips are nice and square. And after this, I'm going to go in with the sanding band again and remove that ridge from where the tip meets the natural nail. I watched Tati Chanel do a prep video, and she recommended going over the nail bed twice. So that's what I started implementing, and it's really been working. And I forgot to do it on a couple of nails, so we'll see if those lift, but hopefully not. And I went ahead and dehydrated with Cleanse by LGN, which is Lisette Cruz's brand. And then I'm going in with the Nail Like Lucy primer, and I'm going to do 1 coat on each hand and then go ahead and do a second. And then I'm going to go ahead and start my application. The monomer I'm using is Acrylic Creamery, and I was literally running out of monomer, and the bottle was so tiny. So my 876 nails monomer spilled out everywhere. This is coconuts from Bombnails. I used a tiny bit of it. But the clear I'm using is from Notpolish. And you guys, I thought I was running out of monomer, so I was trying to be very sparing with the monomer, but I ended up having a ton left over in that little bottle, because it was a trial kit from Acrylic Creamery, because it's when I won her giveaway, like months ago by this point. And I'm like, this bottle has been used on 3 sets by now, and I was worried I was not going to have enough monomer, and I had already started doing her nails, so I was really worried. But like I said, I ended up having excess monomer, so I had really nothing to worry about, and I could have really did what I wanted to do. But she had no problems. Everything was properly encapsulated. So these butterflies are from Amazon, I'm pretty sure, but I know for a fact these flowers, these dried flowers, are from Amazon. I'll have to look it up where I got them. And this little jar right here is from a giveaway, not a giveaway, I think Carla Derillis gave it to me, and it has glitter, all sorts of glitter. It has mylar flakes, like it's perfect. So you can make it on your own. It's literally just mylar flakes from Amazon. These ones are the iridescent ones, and I literally saw a listing like this when I went to go look up some of the dried flowers. And all you would have to do is mix in some fine glitter and stuff like that. So I was doing the white because I wanted it to be like more milk bath, because that's what she said she wanted. And then she ended up wanting it like 100% clear nails, kind of sort of with a ton of glitter. And yes, let me know how you guys like this set. And of course, I'll be leaving timestamps or chapters on the video, so you can click to wherever you want to click to. And yes, I will be encapsulating everything fully, and they are going to look a little bit wonky and a little bit weird, especially while I'm encapsulating, but I have to make sure everything is fully covered, and then the nail will be brought back to regular during the filing process. Well, the lighting will change in just a second because my light died, so I had to charge it. But the natural lighting will come in and it should be fine. I don't think it looks too bad with the natural lighting because, like, I'm pretty sure I told y'all, but they moved me from downstairs to upstairs and there's a big window right there, so it should be properly lit. And plus my other lamp was still on, it's just not as bright for some reason. But yes, I'm gonna let you guys continue to watch and then I will be back. I decided to go in and apply a clear base layer to all the nails right now because I typically like to lock in all the primer and all that because wet sticks better to wet. So that's also one thing I do to help me prevent lifting, but I kind of forgot because I was already adding a clear base layer and then I put the stuff in it anyway. So yeah. Getting the butterflies to stick was very difficult for some reason. And be careful when you're adding like monomer and glue together, because when you dip the tip in monomer and then, like, let's say you have the glue on the tip already, or you're putting glue on, you have glue on the nail or whatever, it's going to heat up because that's just the reaction it has, as well as it making it dry faster. So be very, very careful with that, because you can give someone a burning sensation. And sometimes there's little bits of the flowers that poke out just a little bit too much, because again, you're trying to keep these very thin. Her nails are pretty long, but they're not the longest nails, and plus you don't need the nails to be too bulky because of the length too. So I went ahead and clipped some of the flowers off, especially before I encapsulated some, and sometimes there was just like a little bit, like the stem of the flower was poking out too much. These are dried flowers, and I know I have some paper flowers in there as well. Be careful with the paper flowers because the monomer can soak off some of the color. I didn't have any bleeding of any kind with any of the flowers, and I also did switch brushes a couple times because some of my brushes already had acrylic in it, even though I just cleaned all of them. Still had acrylic in it, my bad. But here is the final thumb, and we decided to do half and half, and we did half purple baby's breath, half yellow baby's breath. Then we did a yellow flower on the bottom part, and then a purple butterfly on the top. She wanted a corresponding butterfly to go with all the flowers. And yes, so like I said, when you're encapsulating, it's going to look crazy, but please remember not to get the clear everywhere. It can look crazy, the thickness can be really thick, but just know the more you file into the nail, you could be going closer and closer and closer to your design you're trying to protect with you doing a lot of encapsulating. So just keep that in mind, the thickness of your final nail. Also, don't get clear all in the sidewalls around the cuticle area. Do not, because you will struggle so bad trying to get all of that clear out there, and you might end up cutting them on accident because you're trying to get all that clear out of there, because wherever that clear is connects to, it's going to lift. So at least try and disconnect it as best as you can, and try not to leave a ledge or anything like that, because I know on her sidewalls when I was filing, there was some clear that managed to sneak off, and it's all on like her right side, to where I really wasn't reaching for some reason. I was really wiping her left, but the clear was flowing to the right for some reason, and I didn't notice it, and so it went to the side of her finger. I had to try and pick it off, but at the same time, as long as I disconnected it from the rest of the actual nail, the nail will not lift. Y'all, it's just been a mess trying to record this voiceover. I've been trying to record this voiceover since the morning time. Like, someone decided to mow their lawn randomly, and it's like 80 degrees plus. It's just too much. But now all I'm doing is encapsulating. I recommend to wet the nail with the monomer. Be careful also with like the poking motions, because you will disintegrate the flowers when you do that. So just be very gentle with all your motions, and make sure the nail is dry before you start to encapsulate. That's why I encapsulate at the end, because if you're doing it while the nails are wet, you're literally going to slide everything off, so your placement meant nothing. So yes, you can also cut the bigger flowers down into smaller flowers if that's going to help you. But she really started to like to look at the bigger flowers, and so I just started putting it on there, and then I would file anything off. And yes, it's easier to cut it off before you encapsulate also, like I said, because you can't see what you're encapsulating, so you might encapsulate like some of her skin, and it's just not the best. So I'm gonna let you guys watch, and I will be back. Okay, so now that everything is dried, usually I like to start off with making sure the nail and like the skin, like the acrylic and the skin is separated, right? But because the nails are encapsulated and they're bulkier in some areas, flatter in some areas, it really throws me off and I tend to overfile when that happens. So I just started off by using a bit you guys have not seen in a while, a pan of 5-in-1 fine drill bit. And all I'm doing is going around her cuticle area just to separate, because like I said, I did get some overflow on her skin. So I'm really going in and trying to separate it from all of her skin, making sure that there is a gap. So when I go in with the other cuticle bit, I'm not at risk of cutting her. Because that drill bit is not a safety bit at all, but this one is. So what it's doing when it touches her skin is it's just pushing her skin. It's not actually cutting it or making it raw or nothing like that. So I'm also debulking with this one because this drill bit takes off a ton of product. Even though I've had it for literally ever, it still is taking off a lot of product. But the ceramic 5-in-1, not 5-in-1, ceramic fine taper drill bit I'm going to use later on to go around her cuticle again, that one literally takes off like millimeters. Like, I don't even know. Like, it's just, it barely takes anything off, but it really just smooths everything out. So that's why I went ahead and did it this way. I could have also used a sanding band, but I noticed around the cuticle area, it's not the best. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. And yes, I'm gonna let you guys watch me file some more. So after I'm done with this, I do go in with the hand file again and make sure everything is separated. And then I go in with the drill bit again. And then I make sure my shape is nice and square with the hand file again. So it's a little bit of back and forth, but I want to make sure the shape is as clean as it's supposed to be. Y'all, I have no idea why, like, the lighting and the camera, it's been doing this, and you guys might see this in the video that's supposed to go up before this one, but it's going to go up after, because that's part of the issues why there hasn't been a video uploaded. iMovie is taking forever to download my videos, so sometimes when you let the video kind of sit for a little while, because I ended up recording a video Thursday. Today is Sunday. I ended up uploading a video Thursday, not uploading, but recording it Thursday. And I went to edit it, and I was literally almost done editing it, because when it involves bling, it takes me a little bit longer to upload, because it's kind of like I like to cut out any of the empty space. So if there's empty space in between me blinging, I have to go in and really clean up the video. So while I was doing that today, I went and I tried to do the voiceover, and the video is downloading, so I can't see to do the voiceover. So I literally have to wait until the video finishes downloading. But the thing is, it's been downloading all day. Like I woke up at like 10, like 9 or 10 in the morning, and the video is still not done being downloaded. So I have no idea what's going on. And I went and checked, and I made sure I had enough space. So we'll just have to see. Hopefully I can get this video saved to my phone, uploaded, do the description and all that quick enough, because I don't like doing videos too late at night, because I feel like nobody really watches them when I upload it too late. So yes, after I'm done with all the filing and filing the tips and all that, I will be buffing the nails. After the nails have been buffed, and I'm going to be cleaning them off with some acetone. You can go with alcohol first, wait for that to dry, then the acetone, but I made sure I got out pretty much all the dust first. The reason why I wipe them down with acetone is because it melts that first layer, and you have to file the nail too. So file it first and then use the acetone, and it makes the nails so clear. You guys are literally gonna see it, but you want to make sure the nails are completely dry before you add your top coat in, or it's gonna start to bubble it up and all that, so it's not gonna be very good. So I'm gonna let you guys watch me do the top coat. The top coat is from Bombnails, and yes, I'm going to be curing it in the lamp for a full 120 seconds. Then I'm going to do the underneath of the nail, cure it for the same time, then add the cuticle oil. Please stay tuned for the final reveal. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, ring the bell. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Let me know what you thought about the set. If you want to see me do anything else. If you have any questions about anything. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.